Hey everybody, welcome back to another video in the 30 by 30 by 30 exhibition series. In this video we are looking at the making of paintings 16 through 20. So this is the kind of little bit of inspiration and influence that I was pulling from the artist George Tooker. I really love George Tooker's paintings. His egg tempera work is really unique, and so many of them have these kind of psychological, tense undertones to a lot of the spaces and the figurative moments in his paintings, and that was something I really wanted to try and build off of and pull in inspiration from. So this is painting number 16. It's a vertical portrait style painting, 4 inches by 5 inches high. This was one that I based off of a sketch in my sketchbook, and by this point in the series I was working mostly from imagination and invention of subject matter. So I would start with the box form and incorporate elements of the human anatomy and kind of inventing these different characters and pulling references from things like George Tooker's paintings. So you can see some of his work deals with these very rigid, cold architectural spaces, and I wanted to sort of incorporate some of those qualities into the concepts and the sketches that I was making in my moleskin sketchbook. So this is painting number 17. It's really taking the architecture and the constructed environment a step further and kind of making that the main subject in the painting. So you might have seen a little bit of a shadowy kind of figure that was incorporated in the drawing. That was something I decided to remove partway through the process of the painting, and I'm really happy that I did. I think it pulled more of the focus and more of the emphasis on the rooms and these illusions of hallways and doors and open space versus closed off space, or illuminated space versus dark space. And I kind of liked all of those contrasts within this high contrast palette of raw umber and titanium white. All right, going into painting number 18. This one is really focusing on hair, and egg tempera has become a very fitting medium for painting hair, because when you make a mark with egg tempera, it dries really quickly, and it allows you to make very crisp and clear line work and mark making in your painting. So it's perfect for painting hair, which was what I wanted to focus on here. And I kind of mirrored this half of a head. You can see I'm hanging out with Lenny in our living room working on this little painting. And anyway, that was a really fun painting to make because it started to play around with this idea of mirroring form and mirroring subjects. Perspective started to become more of a theme in a lot of these paintings this week. Here I'm coming up with an idea for a box that has eyebrows and eyeballs and eyelashes, and just really focusing in on one small moment of human anatomy and playing with its illusion of opening and closing. And I liked this sort of concept of having the openness of the inside of the box showing you the openness of the eye, which is kind of like this little cave of space, or this little kind of nook of space. So that was something that was kind of a surprise when I was coming up with the drawing. It wasn't the initial idea. It sort of came out of drawing and sketching in the sketchbook. It took me, I think, 2 different iterations of this form with one of the eyes to turn into the sort of double duplicate eye concept. I'm really happy with how this painting turned out. I really like a lot of these small little value shifts, and just the amount of variety and mark and subtlety in that open eye that I was able to get to was really satisfying in this painting. And I like that eye also sits on that crease inside of the box, which was really fun to kind of create the illusion of in that painting. All right, so in this painting, I am setting up a little bit of a still life here. This is the last painting of week 4, so this is painting number 20, and I wanted to test out this idea of something floating above a space. So I had to elevate my box prop and pull inspiration from the shadow shape that it was casting on the ground plane of my still life setup. And then from there, I was just allowed to kind of invent some of the textures and some of the volume and planar construction of the subject here. So I wanted there to be this swooping ground grassy texture that was getting pulled almost up towards, like with gravity, towards this floating form, which is meant to be this box shape that has some sort of clothing or a shirt with a little pocket on it. So it feels familiar and it feels human still, which was really important to try to capture that sense of familiarity was really important to me in this painting. I'm really happy with how that painting turned out too. It has a very beautiful kind of satin sheen, and there's some very small textured moments where I used a little bit more of an opaque hand in the paint. So yeah, this is another kind of quick run through process video. I hope you enjoyed watching some of the bits and pieces of my process, which, don't be fooled, some of these paintings took multiple hours to produce, but just wanted to condense things down into a much smaller video for you. If you're interested in purchasing any of these paintings, they will be available through VAR Gallery in Milwaukee once the show opens on April, I think, 19th. If you want to keep up to date with some of those details, please visit my website, acunaarts.com, where I'll be posting more updates on the show and exhibition. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for the next video, where you're going to see paintings 21 through 25, and then we're in the home stretch of this project. So January was a very productive month for me. It was a great way to start off 2024. I'm really honored and excited to be part of this exhibition and to share the final body of work with you. So that's all I have for now. My name is Hector Acuna. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.